Hello, welcome to week 2 of Bit by Bit Coding's beginner app development course. This week, we will make an app that has two screens, a home and an exit. We will start in code.org's app lab. You can name the project whatever you want. I will name it App Dev Week 2. Let's start by designing the look of our app. Rename screen 1 to be home and change the background color to 0097A7, which should be a sea blue color. Now, for the elements in our app, let's start by adding a label to make a title. We will continue to keep our ID names in the things_type formatting so it's easier to understand our code later on. We will name this ID as title_text. We will title our app as Protect Our Oceans. Let's make our text color white, our font family Verdana, and the font size 18. To make our title fit, let's make the width 220 and the height 30. Now let's center our title. Remember that the X position changes how left or right the element is, and the Y position changes how up or down the element is. Make the X position 60 and the Y position 15. We're done with our title. Let's now add another label to ask a question to the users. Change the ID to question_text. Similar to last week's project, we will ask users if they want to sign up for updates. But this time, since our theme is ocean cleanup, we will tell them to sign up for ocean cleanup updates. Let's change this label to also have a white text color and Verdana font family. Let's keep the font size at 13. Set the width to 280 and the height to 30. Finally, let's position our label. Change the X position to 25 and the Y position to 125. Oh, and the height changed. Let's put back at 30 and let's also lock it so it doesn't change again. Now, let's add a button to let the user select yes or no to the question. To do that, we will use a radio button. This will be our yes button. So set the ID to yes_RB, and RB stands for radio button. A group ID is this ID for a group of elements. Since we will have two radio buttons, a yes and no, name the group ID yes_no_RBG. Let's set the width and height to 15 and make the X position 45 and the Y position 170. Now let's add the no radio button. Set the ID to no_RB and make sure the group ID is yes_no_RBG. Let's keep both buttons identical, so make the width and height 15. Change the X position to 45 and the Y position to 195. Let's label each radio button so the user knows which one is the yes and no button. Place 1 for the yes button. Make the ID yes_text. Change the text to yes. Keep the width at 57 and the height at 18. Let's make the text color white and the font family Verdana. Keep the font size at 13. Now let's change the X position and the Y position. Set the X position to 60 and the Y position to 165. Now let's add a label for the No button. Make the ID no_text. Change the text to no. Keep the width at 51 and the height at 18. Let's change the text color to white and the font family to Verdana. Keep the font size at 13. Now change the X position to 60 and the Y position to 190. Now if the user selects yes, we want to ask for their email. Let's add a label and set the ID as email_text. Let's change the text so that it asks users for their email. Make the width 180 and the height 18. Set the X position as 20 and the Y position as 235. As usual, let's make it white Verdana. Keep the font size at 13. Now, make sure this hidden checkbox is ticked because we don't want this question to show up unless the user selects the Yes Radio button. Now, let's add a text input so the user can input their email. Since our element type is text input, the ID should be email_text input. Make the width 200 and the height 30. Set the X position as 35 and the Y position as 260. We will make our text color black, and to keep things consistent, we'll keep the font family as Verdana. Change the font size to 12. Make sure the hidden checkbox is ticked because this input box should only show up with the email question when the user selects yes. Oh, and the Y position changed to 60. Now, let's add an exit button at the bottom of the screen so users can exit the app at any time. Unlike last week, this button will not change when the user selects yes or no. It will stay on the screen the entire time. Set the ID to exit_button. Make the button text as thanks for visiting. Exit here. Make the width 180 and the height 40 so that you can see all the text on the button. Set the X position as 74 and the Y position as 400. Let's change the background color of the button to 00695C, which is a forest green. Make sure the text color is white and the font family Verdana. The font size should be 15. Now, let's create our second screen for the app and rename it to Exit. This will be the screen the users will be redirected to if they select the Exit button. Set the background color to E0 F7 FA, which should be a light blue. We don't want to leave our exit screen blank. Let's add text to the screen. Start by dragging a label element to the screen. Set the ID to exit_text. Since your app theme is Ocean Cleanup, let's thank our users for supporting oceans. Make the width 300 and the height 30. Set the X position to 10 and the Y position to 180. Since our background is light, let's make our text color 004 D40, a forest green. Make the font family Verdana, and let's keep the font size at 13. Now we need to write a little bit of code so that the hidden elements show up only when the user selects yes, and the user is directed to the exit screen only when they click the exit button. Make sure to click Show Text so that we're able to code instead of using blocks. Let's start by writing code for the Yes button. We want the email question and the input box to show up when the Yes is selected. On the event, set the Yes button and make sure to match the ID of the button is clicked. The function should be show the email text and show the email text input. Now let's code the No button. We want the email question and input box to hide if the user selects No. On the event, the No button is clicked. The function should be hide the element email text and hide the element email text input. Finally, let's code the exit button. We want the screen to change to the exit screen if the user selects the exit button. On the event, that the exit button is clicked. The function should be setScreen to exit. Make sure to match the name of the exit screen. Now, we're done creating our app. To see how it works, click the Run button. When we select Yes, the email question and the input show up. When we select No, they're hidden away. When you click the Exit button, we're sent to the exit screen. We've made our first two-screen app.